3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. There's the stiff arm. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Henry. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Titans at 11-1 now on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now, because to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way, because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
Herbert off of play action. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, this defense for the Titans, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped it. Put that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Titans use the only turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point up And good by Bullock. And that makes the score 7-0. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, let's go. Hey, exit. Bravo.
Now Lawrence to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Fielded just inside the 30. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They begin with Henry. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird. They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Henry will score. Touchdown, Tennessee. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
But he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll get that underneath ETN. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Straight ahead, ETN. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Brought down on the play by Amani Hooker. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 32-yard line. Here's Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 41. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First down, Titans, gain of 12. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that...
Ready for the 2nd quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball is moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the 1st down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. A 1st down carry for Henry. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Inside handoff. Bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Jags grab it. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Well, he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Lawrence rotates ETN along the sideline. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now Lawrence on 1st down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Look at me. Go. Hey, order.
Lawrence will throw. And that's complete to ETN out of the backfield. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Hey, back.
But to throw again is Lawrence. Oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Bullet good on the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
when they're ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Christian Fulton. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And oh, it's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here. Taking it right down Broadway. The 40. Past the 20. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Well, you figure with a veteran kicker out there, these extra points almost automatic, but this one turns into 2 points the other way.
And we both know it's hard to put it on him. I think there was a breakdown in the protection, but guess what? It does go against his record.
Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is. Here on 3rd. Here's Lawrence to throw. Etienne bringing in another one. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 29-yard line. Now Lawrence. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Harold Landry in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Another try after the 1st down sack. Lawrence completes it to Evan Ingram. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Hey, C6. Hey, Alpha. Hey, Delta.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath with those guys on the defensive side of the ball. They've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
Hey, throw it!
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Hey, exit! Hey, exit! Yellow! Hey, high 7!
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lawrence toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, keep
Now Lawrence. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Again, it's Lawrence. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. ETN up the middle. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
Partner, I see you reaching for the white flag. Put it down. I don't want you throwing it, but I understand why. Because if you do, you're hoping they might actually stop this game because we're in blowout territory right now. That interception just surrendered any momentum they built up in the locker room during halftime. So, game plan, it's in the garbage. Time to try something new in this one.
On the counter, it's Henry. And he'll work down inside the 45.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Henry running right. They find some open field here. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 110 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Henry up the middle. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
A 20th carry down for Derrick Henry. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. Look at a nice little drive brewing right here.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. A pivot and a give to Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are pouring it on. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now a throw here to his running back. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Running out of the gun with Etienne. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Hey, exit.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And Ingram holds it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 31-yard line. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. On second down, a run with Etienne. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Leo! Hey, I'm 7. Go! Hey, C6! Hey, Alpha!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll get this off to Etienne. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something to be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held him to an okay gain.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Hey, Charlie! Hey, dude! Hey, box up! Hey, wahoo!
On 2nd and goal, Lawrence. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Going for it, here's Etienne. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. He's going to let this one go deep. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. And the Jags are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
Hey, exit. Hard, hard. Hey, stand up.
Here's Lawrence. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars get a bit closer. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked by Chad Muma. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
On first down, Lawrence. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Harold Landry getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. This offense so far on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 2. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence finds his tight end Ingram. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Now Lawrence to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offense.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. Fourth down, here's Lawrence. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Again, it's Henry. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Jags grab it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. A lot of talk to... And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Herbert now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Jaguars are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
Now ETN to start the drive. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Lawrence will throw. And now here's another interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Hey, box run.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence completes it to Evan Ingram. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Here we go on 4th down. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They're going to pass here with Herbert. That's going to be caught. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
As our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory.